All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakim bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And I got two TikToks that I want to play, and hop into the scriptures, man. Hey, because when I came across this, it just reminded me of the plagues of Egypt, right? So here it is. This man is going to talk about black flies. Now that doesn't, really give you, he gave some information on, how, why, but, it doesn't give, a full scope of how Yahawah Shema Shai plagued the Egyptians, right? Because we understand, according to the scriptures in the book of Exodus, matter of fact, I'm going to go there, the 8th chapter, right? It speaks about the plagues of flies, right? And we understand that it was 10 plagues in which the Lord brought to punish the Egyptians, right? And when he did this, that's Exodus 13, so like you. And when he did this, what did it do? It ultimately hardened the heart of Pharaoh, right? To not let Jake go until, the 10th plague of the death of the firstborn, and that's when, Jake was able to leave. But nevertheless, when you look at the plagues and take a deep dive into them, you understand that all of the plagues hit on a different level, right? The plague of flies may not seem like something, large, but at let's for example say at a cookout, man, one fly can destroy, the joy of that moment, man. And not only that, we're talking about a plague of them. So as he said and you didn't see it in the caption, but he said basically 1 billion of those black flies, are basically born in a day, in 1 kilometer per day, in that environment, in that climate. Now there's certain natural, predators of black flies, but there's no way you can destroy 1 million of them, right? I mean 1 billion of them. And even in so, you can spare aerosols and all these things, but at the end, Yahawah Shema Shai can continuously bring them back, as he did with the Egyptians, man. He just sent forth, and the scripture said diverse flies, man, right? But we're gonna grab this in the book of Exodus 8, and this is right here, 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water, and say unto him, thus saith Yahawah, let my people go, that they may serve me. Else if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon you, it's like upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses, and the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are. Right? Because when you look at the fly, the purpose of the fly, which is many purposes of a fly, but when you look at how a fly, brings forth uncomfortability to one person, right? Not only the sound of millions to billions of flies is just going to mess up your eardrums, right? So that's something that's, what's the word? Auditory. I believe that's the word for basically your hearing, man, right? But not only that, but with that many flies, you're going to feel them on your skin, and they're going to be biting you, right? And on top of that, your vision is going to be worse, because flies is going to create forth that black cloud. So you're not going to be able to see far from your eyes, or even really want to open them up, because the fear of them, hitting your eyes, right? So on multiple levels are those flies, destroying the Egyptians, and giving them complete uncomfort. Now I have another video to show forth the effect of those black flies actually biting people, right? I'm going to finish this out. It says, and I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, right, where Jake was dwelling. It says, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, showing you how Yahweh Shai sectioned off, and kept Jake within that tawa, so to speak, that place of exemption, right? Which we know the tawa is the mark of exemption, whom the elect has. It's a spiritual mark. But in the land of Goshen, he made sure that these plagues didn't touch Israel, man. So he's going to do that for the elect in the times that we're coming into. It says, to the end that thou mayest know that I am the Lord thy power in the midst of the earth, right? Continuing, and I'll put division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be. And the Lord did so. And there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh and into the house of his servants. It's like into his servants' houses. And into all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted by reason the swarm of flies. And not only the people, that it messed up, but also the cattle, the crops. So on every level is this plague, bringing forth destruction. I want to go into this word, swarm of flies. Diverse swarm of flies. It says here, mosquitoes, which it says diverse sorts of flies. So it's not just like the Lord, just sent one type of fly over there. It could have been mosquitoes and black flies. It could have been gnats included in it. It could have been horse flies within that. It could have been what you call sink flies in it, Fruit flies could have been in it. We're talking about all different types of flies, man. Diverse sorts. So he brought forth all types of sorts of flies to destroy, man. And here it says, of plague of stinging flies. So they was biting the Egyptians up. And for brothers who've been bitten by mosquitoes, the pain, you may not even feel the mosquito hit you. Hey, but a day or two after, you're going to be itching that spot, and it's going to be irritating. You're going to get red bumps, and you're going to keep scratching it, and you may get a scab that never is actually fully set to heal. All right, it says species of fly, the gadfly, very troublesome to persons, so called for sucking blood. You got something called a bot fly, man, which actually when it bites you or when it gets in you, it actually lays its eggs, man, right? And you could look, I'll say I'll give a what's the word, discretion. If you easily grossed out, don't look up what bot flies are, or what they or how people gotta get them out their system, man, because you're gonna be creeped out a little bit. But Yahweh Shai created that fly for a purpose, But that's another fly. Dog fly, it says here. It says collection of noxious beasts, as if a miscellaneous swarm. The signification of mixing. All right, so the Lord brought all different types of flies to the Egyptians to plague them, man. All right, all different types of plagues. All different types of flies. Now, it's another video I have to show forth the effects of that fly. Here it is. And she said, "Hey, here it is. Look at her eye, how it just swole up. Couldn't even lift it. Couldn't see out of it. 12 hours after that bite." And she said that's what Benadryl. And so imagine how these Egyptians, were messed up, man. So when we go into the book of Wisdom of Solomon in the 19th chapter, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna go there. This is Wisdom, Psalms 105 and. It's a lot. Psalms 105 and where is it at? Where is it? The point. Here we go. I'm gonna start here at 26, 105, Psalms 105 and 26. He sent Moses his servant and Aaron whom he had chosen. They showed his signs among them and wonders in the land of Ham. He sent darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. He turned their waters into blood and slew their fish, right? Their land brought forth frogs in abundance in the chambers of their kings. He spake, and there came divers sorts of flies and lice on all their coasts. Hey, so the Lord is cold, man. He's a power to be feared. Hey, just the sound and all the bites alone, man, them trying to ease or balm the pain with certain ointments. Hey, and even in that, if you can't see where you're going because your eyes are closed, how much worse does that make the darkness in which he put on them, man? Right? Because it's not like you just heal from these type of bites, in a day. No, man, these effects can last, especially with YAHAWAH, however long he wants them to last. Right? This Wisdom of Solomon. It's like here. Make sure it's 19. No. It's not 19. 16. No. It's not that either. I'm gonna grab this quick precept, right? Because we understand YAHAWAH are gonna make this I'm spelling plagues wrong. He's gonna make forth these plagues, return again, but they're gonna be technologically advanced for the time that we're in, man. This second is just 15, and I'm gonna start here at I'm just start at the point 10. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues." And America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, as according to the book of Revelation, right? Matter of fact, let's grab it. This Revelation 11:8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." So there it is, showing you that America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So going back to this in Wisdom of Solomon. Where was that? Oh, Salaki. I was in second Esdras. Salaki. Second Esdras 15 and 11. "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that YAHAWAH shall bring upon it." And so there it is, man. The Lord is going to bring forth these plagues again. And doesn't necessarily mean he's going to bring the 10 as he brought in Egypt. Right? But we understand that the scriptures speak about the scourges for amendment. And that with these scourges, guess what he's going to do? He's going to torment, man. To judgment. Now, to get this in Wisdom of Solomon, I know it's Wisdom of Solomon, maybe the fourth. Intolerable. Intolerable. Here we go. Wisdom of Solomon 17. This Wisdom of Solomon 17, and let's get to the point. Let's get into the darkness and the fears in which that darkness brought. Here we go. This Wisdom of Solomon 17 at the top. "For greater thy judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore unnurtured souls have erred. For when unrighteous men, the Egyptians, thought to oppress the holy nation of Israel, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night," right? Because when you have fear, time moves slower, man, right? And being that the Lord was plaguing them, he made their senses amplified. Because what they say, when you lose one sense, the others are heightened, right? So without the ability to see, now you're more attentive to what you're hearing. Now your sense of smell has gotten greater in a sense. Your sense of touch has gotten more sensitive, right? It says, "Lay there exiled from the internal province. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions." Right? Those are spirits. "For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appearing unto them with heavy countenances. No power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night." So here it is. A fire couldn't help brighten, the darkness. That's how the scriptures say it's a thick darkness, right? A darkness that could be felt, man. Right? Showing you that there's no way that they could off-put the plagues. That's why when we go back into the book of 2 Esdras, the 15th chapter, it says, "May one turn again the plagues." Matter of fact, let's grab it really quick just to hit the point. It's 2 Esdras 15. And Like it's 16. Second Ezra 16 and 5. It says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? And that's the point, right? And I'm going to jump down to 8. From there, it says, the mighty Lord YAHAWAH sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Basically showing you that nobody can, man. If the Lord is bringing the judgment upon you, it can't be put off, right? Just showing you the power of YAHWH. Now continuing, it says, only there appeared, this is verse 6, only there appeared unto them a fire being kindled of itself, very dreadful, for being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not, right? So not only did they have the plague of darkness, but them being bit everywhere on their bodies, what happened? Their vision was going by that too. So imagine, having your vision, completely just destroyed by bugs biting your eyes, and then you heal from it, right? Or in your midst of healing, and then when you can finally open your eyes, all you see is darkness, but you know that your eyes are opened, right? Would that not intensify the fear? Right? We know that YAHWH is a Lord of terror, man. Right? So he can easily have that happen. Then, you can't go to sleep because what? Apparitions are plaguing your mind. You hearing sounds. You feel like stuff is running across your feet. Right? In complete darkness. That's terror, man. And this is a power in which we serve and fear. Right? It is a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So when you go throughout this whole chapter, it speaks just how, YAHWH was plaguing their minds. That even sleep was intolerable unto them. Right? Right? And this is the point. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17:14. It says, but they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell. They were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions, and partly fainted, their heart failing them. So they died just because of fear, as was going to happen in America as well. For a sudden fear, and not looked for, and came upon them. So then whosoever there fell down was straitly kept, shut up in a prison without iron bars. And I love how that's worded and how YAHWH had it written, right? Because here they are, shut up in a prison without iron bars. Not only, and that's multi-layered, right? Because in their minds, they're trapped. But in the physical, they're scared to move because they don't know what's around them. They don't know what's surrounding them, man. So they're just through on every level, man. So the Lord is cold and to be feared, man. I just want to go in just on the plague of flies, but darkness, was synonymous for that, because what happened? Even though we understand darkness is a separate plague from the plague of flies, but you being bit up all over your body and your eyes swelling, that brought darkness to their vision as well, But the point is, what the flies are just one plague of Egypt. So we can go in depth on every plague, that the Lord sent to the Egyptians, man. Right? Because they're all significant. Lice being in one's head, of constantly itching. And then their eggs being laid on you. And you can keep going, Not having a balm for that pain. And then they biting other parts of your body, And that's just another plague. But it's multi, But that was the point. Lord willing, the edifying, just like it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. So like it. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto YAHWAH, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.